Hey there everyone, this is Michael Dougal, your Greater Toronto Area real estate resource, and during this video today we're going to take a deep dive into the expected increase in property taxes that are going to take place throughout 2024 in the City of Toronto. Within the past few weeks, the City of Toronto staff proposed a 10.5% property tax increase, basically more than $300 per year added to the bill of the average home. And now there's a lot of questions around why this is happening, and we have another reason to not buy a property in Toronto. For one, of course, buying in Toronto means that you have to pay 2 land transfer taxes versus 1 if you compare Toronto to the other regions outside of Toronto like York region, Peel region, and Durham region. We have more traffic than ever before, although this isn't just in Toronto, this is the whole Greater Toronto Area, and now we have this increase in property tax. Because while we're expecting to see a slight increase in property taxes in other areas outside of Toronto, the increase expected in Toronto is a lot more significant. To give you a bit of a perspective, in Brampton we're expecting the property taxes to increase only by about 1.9%. In Vaughan we're expecting to see a 3% increase in property taxes, Richmond Hill a 4.7%, and across Durham region, if we average out all properties, we're expecting to see a 2.5% increase in the annual property taxes. And what's worse is the City of Toronto has stated that the increase can go as high as 16.5% in the City of Toronto. And from 2013 to 2021, we only saw an average property tax increase in the City of Toronto by about 1.5%. Now we're talking double digits. And so one of the reasons why this could be happening is because of the decreased activity in the real estate market last year. You see, last year, 2023, we actually saw the lowest number of sales that has taken place in over 20 years. So if we have less sales taking place, we have the government collecting less money on land transfer tax payments. And we know again that buying in the City of Toronto means you're responsible for paying 2 land transfer taxes. So quite possibly the government is wanting to take extra money from us to make up for the decreased transactions that took place last year. And based on this information, what I am expecting to see as a result is a little bit of decreased activity in the City of Toronto in 2024 as far as less people purchasing. Perhaps there could be more people in Toronto selling their home in order for them to move to an area where there's a lower cost of living. Or perhaps they would sell, maybe rent, maybe they would buy outside of Toronto. Although we can't really safely conclude that it would be beneficial for owners of Toronto to sell their property and rent, because if the property taxes are going to increase this significantly, then most likely the rents would also be increased in order to make up for the increased expenses on the landlords. And now let's take a look at the Greater Toronto Area and see where prices have increased or decreased the most over the past 12 months. We can see the areas that have experienced the highest price growth have been Toronto East, Richmond Hill, and Toronto West, followed by Toronto Central. And areas that have experienced the largest price decrease would be Whitby, with the average property selling for 9.75% less, Oshawa down 6.08%, and Vaughan down by 5.72%. And if you have any questions about buying in these specific areas or selling your property, this is a great time to sell as inventory is about to increase in the future. You can make sure to call me. My number is 416-671-5218. And if you're a real estate agent looking for a great brokerage to work alongside with in 2024, make sure to reach out to me to learn more about eXp Realty. I really appreciate your support. Don't forget to subscribe and drop a like if you want to be informed about future videos which are released to the channel, and I look forward to seeing you next time.